Hello everybody, my name is Siphon Spawn, and today I'm going to be bringing all of you another video for my channel talking about a various topic. Today, I'm going to be basically talking about my thoughts on a recent, I would say was about a week and a half ago, about a week ago. The new president of Nintendo basically came out and said what they were planning on doing with this company, in 2016, and some of it was the obvious, like, okay, some details on the NX, which, in my opinion, details just means they're going to probably announce some stuff, and I still think it's going to come out in 2017, because they did say they didn't want to rush it, so I'm thinking that's going to be next year. And then they talked about the whole not wanting to do the same franchises over and over again, wanting to break out, branch out, do different stuff and different franchises, stuff the same old, basic general stuff. But the one key feature, the key announcement that he basically talked about that he wants to do with Nintendo is he wants to have Nintendo start doing anime. Now, whether or not that's strictly just Japanese animation, or we're going to see some Western animation, 3D animation, CGI type stuff, I don't really know. It's probably a blend of all of it. I don't think it just strictly means Japanese anime, but just animation in general, which would be kind of cool depending on the game and the style it's in. So, there. But like, what's my thoughts on this? Well, for those of you who probably don't know, or especially those who do watch my channel, I'm a big time anime fan. Not just animation, not just anime and Japanese animation, but animation in general. CGI, 3D, 2D, Western, Eastern, Japanese anime, cartoons, everything. I'm a really creative person. I like to draw and design stuff. So for me, that kind of style, and those kind of universes and stuff that comes right out of those types of creations, actually is really interesting to me. And to see Nintendo say they want to do this, it's actually really interesting. Now, of course, Nintendo's not new to this. They've done stuff like this before. There was the Mario animated shows in the 80s and early 90s. There was the Legend of Zelda animated show. Kirby Right Back At You. F-Zero had an anime. F-Zero had an OVA. There's a Pokemon show, for crying out loud, that has an anime. I recall there being some Animal Crossing and stuff like that. And I think they did some small things for Pikmin as well. And that Kid Icarus side thing as well. So it's like, they haven't done it, but they haven't really done it in a while, so that's kind of why it's cool to come back now. And since he says he wants to do more than just the usual franchises, it means we can pretty much see game franchises that have never seen this stuff before, introducing the newer shows. Like, okay, let's talk about like my stuff personally. Like, what shows would I really want to see as an anime? Well, first and foremost, Legend of Zelda. That's a pretty obvious choice. Mostly everyone wants to see that. It fits so well into it. Good versus evil, fantasy, medieval, fictional, adventurous type anime could fit in there really well. Xenoblade's the same thing. I would really love to see that. Just you can do it if you want on its own original characters that are set placed in the Xenoblade Chronicles X universe, or you can detail Shulk, or even go to Elma and her group. You can do much stuff with that. Like, it's so fantasy fiction, sci-fi based, it was just so well, which does go well with Metroid 2. That has a big universe of backstory for Samus and the characters that you can really detail in an anime, and sci-fi does work well for anime. Fire Emblem is another big one, really kind of interesting. A ton of characters you can go for. I see people mentioning they want to see specific universes, like do Arika's game, do separate, do like Roy's game, or do Awakening, or Fates or whatever. But I'm thinking they should do multiple games in one, like have certain episodes based off certain, worlds, certain characters. And like people say, they should do original characters to kind of make it stand out. And I'm thinking they could kind of intertwine that all in once. Like maybe have all these original characters looking back on old historical books and readings and writings and like old like fables and tales and everything, where they can look back on and they're reading about a certain character or universe, and then you go and travel into that world for 6 to 8 episodes. Oh, you're talking about Roy now. We're going to his episode for 6 to 8 episodes, because they're reading up on him in like their old ancient textbooks in school or something. I don't know. Basically like that. That'd be kind of cool. You can do Kid Icarus needs animated. There's just a ton of characterization and fantasy and fun that you have there. Pikmin would be interesting. F-Zero needs a new one that can kind of get us back to having the new game finally bring the franchise back. Star Fox would fit well too with the whole sci-fi space element. You can kind of mix Wave Race 1080 and Excite Bike into a whole extreme sports like type anime of them all together. It'd be kind of interesting. All three of those elements together. You can bring back stuff like Ice Climber. You can bring back stuff like Star Tropics. You can bring back Mach Rider. There's Advance Wars, which could be kind of really cool war. You can have a war setting, but having a comedy war setting type thing. Think like Italia, just not with all guys. Basically think like a very comedic war type setting. What else? I'm trying to think. Is that about it? I mean, you can continue Pokemon origins in detail like Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos. Have Gold fight Red on Mount Silver. Perfect. And stuff like that. It'd be really interesting. Like, they could do so many franchises. They could do the big time franchises and the small time franchises. I don't think they should focus on only the big time franchises. They should go to small time too, because if you focus only on the big time anime, like the big time franchise for anime, you're only going to keep the same fan bases there. But if you do small one, you can build up fan bases for it. Okay, you do something for Wavery, you do something for Sin Punishment, Golden Sun, Electroplankton, whatever, and you build them up to be as big as these other franchises, be as big as Fire Emblem, Zelda, Xenoblade, Pokemon. And then you have so much marketability there for the animated series as well as potential future video games. You maximize on sales rather than just focusing only on the new stuff, which he basically said he wants to do something like that. He wants to do newer, different franchises. And that leads to Splatoon, which could be really crazy, like an action sports shooter type of thing, team-based type stuff. There's so much stuff they could really do. So yeah, that's about it. Put in the comment section what you guys think. What Nintendo franchise do you want to see as an anime? Put in the comment section down there, we can discuss it. Do you agree with the choices I said? Yes or no? Discuss it there. We'll have some fun discussing it and talking about it and potentially seeing what they could do with it, because I'm really excited. I'm hoping for the best from it, and that's about it. Peace. Please subscribe if you want to. Have a lovely day.